What's going on, everyone? This is Rob from Robb Invest. Today, I want to talk to you about how much money do you need to retire off of QQQI. Now, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. Before we get to the topic, I want to do a brief overview of QQQI. QQQI is by Neos Investment. It pays a 14% yield. It tracks the NASDAQ 100. It actually owns the underlying shares and does out of the money cover calls on them. Now that 14% yield, we're going to need that number, and you're going to see why later on. I'm going to break this down into three categories. I'm going to break it down the top 50%, the top 20%, and the top 1%. The top 20% is middle class income. The top 50% is middle class income. The top 20% is upper middle class income. And the top 1% is the rich and the wealthy income. We need a formula for this. And the formula is very simple. It's the yearly income divided by the yield. So for an example, QQQI, which pays a 14%, it's going to be income divided by 14%, which you'll have to turn that 14% into a decimal, which is 0.14. So it's income divided by 0.14, and this is going to be in all three categories. All right, so let's get to it. The top 50% of income earners is $80,000 a year. So what we're going to do, we're going to take 80,000 and divide it by 0.14. That's going to get you $570,000. So you're going to need $570,000 worth of QQQI in order to live the middle class lifestyle. Now let's do 20%, which is upper middle class. In order to be considered upper middle class or the top 20% income bracket, you're going to need to make $130,000 a year. In order to figure out how much you need in QQQI, you're going to take $130,000 divided by 0.14. That's going to get you $928,000 if you want to live the upper middle class lifestyle. Last but not least, we're going to do the top 1%, which is going to require you to have even more money in QQQI. So we're going to do the same things as we did on the top 50% and top 20%. If you are in the top 1%, you're making $800,000 a year. So what we're going to do, we're going to take 800,000 divided by 0.14. That's going to give us $5.7 million. So you're going to need $5.7 million in QQQI in order to live like the 1%. Now I know in similar videos, they talk about how many shares. The reason why I am leaving that out, because the amount of shares that you're going to need is going to be based on the stock price. And the stock price is uncertain. I can do the current share price and get an estimation of how many shares do I need, but 5, 10, 15 years down the line, the price can be lower, the price can be stayed the same, the price can be higher. So it's very uncertain. So that's why I'm just leaving this out.